Very pleased with today's practice. I thought it was crisp. Thought we got a lot of work done. I'm excited as I can be about going down the rest of this week and getting down to Houston and hopefully playing a whale of a ball game, find a way to get our first win. I know Houston's excited too. It should be a great football game. With respect to the quarterback situation, I will talk to those kids this afternoon and tell them what my plan is. And once I've done that, I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. But until I've talked to them, I don't want to say anything publicly until they've had a chance to talk to me and know why I'm doing what I'm doing and so forth. The other thing to tell you, Kevin McDermott, our long snapper, has been put on scholarship. It's always a fun thing to be able to put somebody on scholarship that's earned their spot on this roster and has become a frontline player, and Kevin certainly has done that, and he's very deserving, has been outstanding, and hopefully he'll have an outstanding year, as we've been lucky here to have a great long snapper always in the program. So excited for him. Without any questions.
You're saying to talk to us later, but it's going to be a conference call?
I guess so. I guess that's what they're saying,
You
yeah.
don't want us all to call you individually?
No, yeah, conference call. I guess Stephanie will set it up.
At this point, we've been asking who's the quarterback going to be, but now why make a decision now, and why not keep Houston in the dark at this point?
Well, I don't think Houston cares. I don't think that, I wasn't doing it to befuddle Houston. I think I was doing it to get the most out of these kids, and I don't want it to become a distraction as we get closer to game time. I wanted to make sure everybody was continuing to compete and continuing to improve, and I got that out of them. You see in both these clock drives, guys doing good jobs, and it's exciting for me to know that I've got these two guys that are buying into what we're doing and improving on a daily basis, and I feel good about our position.
Do you expect Saturday's game to be pretty chippy, seeing as how they did that kickoff thing last year and you guys beat them pretty good?
No, I think, there's a lot to be excited about without revenge being part of it. Certainly, the way the game went last year, they'll be motivated to play and feel good about being at home, and we need to understand that as well. A year ago we went on the road to Kansas State after beating them the year before at home, and things were different. So we need to understand that their mindset will be different, playing at home will be different, and we have to be able to answer that with a great response.
What did Dalton do during that starting spot?
Just was really consistent, but I think Coach Tracy has shared with all of those kids they're all going to play, and so this competition doesn't need to stop just because we're going to play a game.
Do you plan to play both quarterbacks?
I'll wait and have that conversation with you at the appropriate time.
Is there an element of dropsies a little today with wide receivers?
Maybe a little bit, but as our concentration sharpens and so forth, we got things going, trying to remember assignments. As we start to polish now, rather than install, I think that'll dissipate.
In terms of Case Keenum facing the offense like that?
Yeah, it's a challenge. It's our speed matching up against their speed, trying to get some pressure without having to add numbers to the rush. Those are all things, and we also have to understand he's got so much experience. He's going to be able to get the ball out, so we got to mix things up for him. And it's going to be a great challenge for our defense, and especially given the weather and the pace that they can play at. We're going to have to see if we can respond. We got to dig deep.
We know about the yardage, but what does he do? What does he do?
Gets it out of his hand. He gets it out of his hand accurately. He's been in that offense now for 6 years. He ought to have it figured out.
Albert came late today?
Albert, we had a little, not a clearinghouse issue, but a little paperwork issue that had to be sorted out, and we got it handled, and it's behind us.
So it's been submitted and okayed?
Everything is okayed and so forth. There was just one thing that was missing from the portfolio of all the information, and it's been located and everything's set.
His signature?
I don't know exactly, but I know that it's all is well.
So he's good. He's cleared now.
Yes, he's absolutely cleared.
Kicking situation?
You know what? I'm going to continue to evaluate that. I've got a great punter and a great kickoff guy in Jeff Locke, and I want to make sure that I'm not blowing all three of them by forcing him into something that he's not comfortable doing. So we'll wait and see about what we do there.
It's still a possibility he can do all three?
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly capable of doing all three, but I don't want to lose what I had if that becomes burdensome for him. And so that's still on the table to be determined. But I feel like I've got 2 kickers that can go out there and make a kick.
When you ask the speakers, what are you looking to accomplish during those
Just
periods?
understanding that when noise gets out there, if you're not used to it, it can be uncomfortable. Trying to just get used to being in environments where you might not be able to hear.
How do you think they responded to the quarterbacks?
I think they responded well. We got 2 more days to do it.
You able to comment on Brandon Willis?
No, not as of yet, but hopefully soon. Everybody good? All right, thanks.